Well, hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to my table. My name is Toni, and this is the weekly Sagittarius Tarot forecast for the week of March 26th through April 1st, 2021. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hello, welcome back to my returning subscribers, and hello to you if you are new here. I'm so glad that you found me. Like I said, my name is Toni. So we're going to go ahead and clear and set our table. We're getting out the Palo Santo now, and we're going to create a sacred container where we welcome and we invite in our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christic consciousness to please join us. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, space, and place, and we disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christic consciousness. And we clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all of my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Okay, headphone users, turn down that volume for me so I can set the tone for this reading. Here we go. Lovely, lovely Sagittarius. And lastly, let's go ahead and set our intentions for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, guardians of the four corners, mother of the earth, father of the sky, sacred ones. We call upon you and we ask you, please be present with us here now. We ask that you please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. All right, Sagittarius, let's get going this week. We're going to start out this week by looking at the Getting Into the Vortex Oracle cards with Esther, Jerry, and Abraham Hicks. If you like any of the decks of cards you see me use, I have them all linked down below. And also, you might want to check out the link to my Etsy store down there and get your private reading with me if you're interested. All right. Headphone users, before every deck I shuffle, I pray over the deck. When you see me pray, go ahead and turn in the volume on your headphones, so when I shuffle, it's not loud in your ear. Okay? Here we go, Sagittarius. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for Sagittarius today? What does Sagittarius most need to hear for the week of March 26th through April 1st, 2021? What does Sagittarius most need to know in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for Sagittarius for this week? Thank you. All right, Sagittarius. We are going to have to put up my glasses first. All right, number 21. I always love it when number 21 shows up because that adds up to 3. 3 is about being in alignment with you and your higher self, getting into alignment and agreeing to co-create and working with source energy and becoming co-creator in your own life. So 3 is really about self-mastery and understanding what you're capable of. I love that number. A belief is only a thought I keep thinking. All right, Sagittarius. A belief is only a thought I keep thinking. A belief is only a thought you continue to think. A belief is only your habit of thought. It's a practice thought. A belief is only a thought you think a lot. So, if a belief is only a thought that you keep thinking, and you keep thinking a thought that is in opposition to what you want, then the reason that you're not getting what you want is because you keep thinking a thought that's in opposition to what you want. Remember, a belief is only a thought that you think. It's a thought you think a lot. It's a thought that you think so much that you convinced yourself it's true. But if it's in opposition, if that belief is in the opposition to what you're asking to receive, well, you're not going to receive that because you are telling the universe you believe something else. And the universe is giving you what you believe because that's the vibration that you put out there. For example, by the way, we're going to look at the Light Seers Tarot. Let's say you want to be abundant and you want to be, abundantly blessed with money, monetarily abundant. But every time you see somebody who is abundant or successful, financially successful even, you don't praise them. You, look at her, and you get jealous or you get hateful or you think negative thoughts or how did they get their money, or I bet they're just terrible people or whatever. You're telling the universe, no, I don't want to be abundant. No, I don't want to be financially blessed. So a belief is only a thought you keep thinking. So if a belief is only a thought you keep thinking, then guess what? You can change your mind. It's not as hard as you think. If you want to get into alignment and you want to get what you want, then you just need to choose to feel good. Boy, I swear to God, I need to change that, the title of the channel to the Feel Good channel. But I think that's actually, like, there's already 3 or 4 versions of that, so I probably couldn't do that. But anyway, I digress. Sagittarius, let's look at the Light Seekers Tarot. If you haven't already, take a moment right now. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll love you forever, Sagittarius. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for Sagittarius for this week? What does Sagittarius need to know most for the week of March 26th through the April 1st, 2021? And what are the energies coming towards Sagittarius in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading? All right, Sagittarius, what's current energy surrounding us this week? Because you know I'm Sagittarius too. So what's going on with us this week? Yes! So the first thing popping up is the Lovers, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. There's 2 ways I read this, immediately 2 ways. This is about both partnership, but it's also about partnership for yourself, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about this as seeing it as a partnership. You know, when we talk about a belief, it's only a thought I keep thinking. And so if the beliefs I have are in opposition to my desires, you're not going to get your desires. True? Okay. Well, for some of you, you're desiring to be in partnership. And in fact, you're not just desiring to be in partnership, you're desiring to be in a long-term, committed, foundationally based partnership, right? You know, one where you both support each other and you get to see each other's dreams come true and you're partners. Well, if that's what you want, then why are you not praising every time you see an example of a good relationship? You see and it doesn't even have to be love, like a husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, relationship. It can be, you know, a partnership of a business partnership or political partnership or 2 best friends or person in the way they take care of their pets. Any type of partnership that is successful, praise it. When you see it, acknowledge it, like, wow, what an incredible gift you have that you have such a great partnership. You give praise to the good that you see, okay? The other way I read this is Sagittarius. This is also, the Lovers is Gemini, okay? And this is in the number 6. And the number 6 is about the balance of the spiritualistic and the materialistic, okay? So this is the balance of you and your higher self. This is working with your higher self to become co-creators. You know, like we said, this is the number 3. Well, this is the number 6. This is 3 doubled, really and truly. This is honestly learning about self-mastery through manifestation and understanding, learning what are you capable of. Because see, you have that 10 of Pentacles there, Sagittarius. 10 of Pentacles is the card that's the culmination of all the choices you make, okay? So what choices are you making that are in alignment with your desires? See those Lovers, they're on desire. They're on fire with a desire. What choices are you making that are in alignment with your path, your desire, okay, Sagittarius? Because if you're not making choices that feel good, then you're not in alignment, okay? Because that's all it is. Being in alignment with your higher self just means you're choosing to feel good as much as possible, as often as possible. And I don't want you to spiritually bypass things. I don't want you to ignore things when they happen. I want you to feel the things as they come up, deal with shit as it occurs, but then, and hear me out, make a choice to care about how you feel. Make a choice to give a F about your future, Sagittarius, okay? And choose to create a future that feels good. And how do you do that? You start by thinking thoughts that feel good, because your thoughts create your reality, and your reality is what becomes the future, okay? So, what are the obstacles ahead of us this week, Sagittarius? Obstacles ahead of Sagittarius this week. All right. Anything else? Nope. Okay, we got this 6 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacle energy here, a lot of Earth energy. So you could be dealing with an Earth sign. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo this week, specifically Sagittarius. But with the obstacles of the 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles means you're holding back and you're not being very generous. You're not sharing a lot of what you value. And so in this case, it feels like you're not, so, you know, we're talking about not going after your desires and being in alignment with the path of where you want to go, right? And choose and realizing that if you're not focusing on what you want, then you're focusing on what you don't want. So that's exactly what this is, the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. You're still holding on to a belief, okay? Because a pentacle is something you value, okay? And for most of us, our beliefs are the things we value. We value the way we think. We value the way we believe things, okay? So a belief, it feels like some of you are stubbornly clinging, this is very Taurus energy, stubbornly clinging to a belief that is in detriment to you getting to going forward on the path you're meant to be. Instead, you're clinging to a belief that's keeping you off path. Because there's Six of Pentacles. So you're not being very, it's not that you're being very generous with yourself. Well, no, you aren't being very generous with yourself, Sagittarius. The thing is that you're clinging to a belief that's detrimental to where you want to go. But it's funny because it's almost like you're just being so stubborn. You're just like, listen, I'm Sagittarius. I speak from knowledge here. We are some stubborn people. We should be Taurus. We're so stubborn. I mean, my goodness. We are stubborn, aren't we? The thing is there's some kind of belief that you think is beneficial for you. That's the word I'm looking for. Six of Pentacles. It's beneficial for you that you think this belief isn't harming you. That's what I'm trying to say. You think this belief isn't harming you and you're holding on to it, but you don't see that it's keeping you from where you want to go, okay? So this is really a week to examine our beliefs, Sagittarius, and look at our beliefs as they come up one by one and ask yourself, why do we believe that? Is that actually in alignment with our path? Does it make us feel good to believe that? If it doesn't make you feel good to believe it, or every time you think about it, you get mad, well, here's an indicator that you're not on the right path or you're not in alignment with your higher self. Your higher self can only feel good. Your higher self can never feel lower vibration. It's high. That's what's called the higher self. That kind of tickles me that I just said that. But anyway, you can't feel bad. So what if it makes you feel bad? Then there's a big red flag. Hey, examine this belief. All right? All right, final outcome for Sagittarius this week. Future energies moving towards Sagittarius. You are still clinging to that. Why are you not looking at it, Sagittarius? Two of Swords. Listen, I don't even know because I'm asking myself. I'm literally in my head going, what belief am I holding on to? I don't know, but this is the week to examine your thoughts. King of Swords, okay? He's that king who, you know, just really understands himself. He has spent time looking at his shadow. He's spent time really analyzing his behaviors. He's really, when I say he's logical, I don't want you to think that he's like a robot or methodical, but he weighs his words and his behaviors and his choices before he does them. He doesn't just behave. He doesn't just react. He responds, okay? And that's what they're asking you. They're asking you to take the blinders off this week, Sagittarius, and to really look. Because it's really interesting. You go from Pentacles into Swords, and the only two things you even have here are all your earth signs, and then you have the Lovers and the Swords, which are the air signs. And actually, Gemini, let's see, that's Aquarius. I can't remember if Two of Swords is Gemini. Oh, no, that's Gemini, duh. So you got Gemini twice here. So you may be dealing with a Gemini, or one of the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be Libra and Aquarius as well at the bottom of the deck. But look, there you show up. There you show up at the very end, Sagittarius, Queen of Wands. Sagittarius, you're holding yourself back. That's the point here. The Queen of Wands is the card of being authentic. There's something on your path that you are blocking yourself from being fully authentic with. There's some part of yourself that you're afraid to speak truth to, I don't want to say the public, but just out loud. Like there's some part of you, part of your, because there's the Lovers, okay? So this is both parts of yourself. This is your higher self, your lower self, your ego, your versus your intuition, the divine feminine versus divine masculine. This is both parts of yourself. So there's some part of yourself, parts of yourself you're totally okay with speaking the truth to and acknowledging and even publicly owning. But there's definitely a part of yourself that you're holding back. And I feel like that's the part, like you're being very protective of this part of yourself. Like, you don't want to give that part of yourself up to the world at large. You're like, no, this is mine. You're holding on very tightly. So this is the week to maybe remove that blinder and let the world see you, and acknowledge, this is who I am. This is my truth. And don't come at it emotionally. It's just like, no, this is just who I am. This is me. And I'm living my authentic truth. And that's, I think, the name of the game this week is, if you want to get to where you're going, which is to be, you know, this balanced whole person who is manifesting like this, it's time to name your truth. It's time to own it this week, Sagittarius. You got to step forward and you got to be authentic. And if that means you got to change the way you think, then it's time to get real deep in that brain of yours, and let's examine every single thought we have this week. All right, Sagittarius? I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give me a like, share, or subscribe. I hope I get to see you again. Y'all have a happy, healthy, and safe week. I'll see you next time, Sagittarius. Bye.